What? Shut up. Alright. You know what? We need girl time all the time because I wore this dress. I went back up a little bit so you can see. It's really cute, but it has like these billowing sides. And apparently, my partner thinks that it makes my bum look big. Anyway, I'm about to talk about him anyway. Welcome back to my channel. It's G here. I was having lunch with a friend today, and she actually liked my dress. But we were talking about being with our Italian partners, and a little interesting tidbit sparked inspiration in me. And it's one of those things where a lot of people might disagree with this. Do black women raise the social stock of non-black men when they're with them? It's an interesting question, right? One of the very, very popular things, and we all know, black women do not often get chosen according to so many statistics, right? Dating sites, blah, blah, blah. Black women have the hardest time in general, especially if you're a brown, dark-skinned girl, right? A lot of times women have more issues. But when you see non-black men with black women, they're often very, very, well, black, to say the least, right? So they are usually brown or darker skin, they have natural hair. Usually this is not, you know, I know people are like, but in a lot of cases, when you see non-black men with black women, they are darker skin, natural. They have embraced, those black women have embraced their natural beauty, right? Now, I'm questioning whether or not, this is not one of those things like where I'm saying that it's a fetish or whatever. No, that's not what I'm doing. So don't go there with me. What I'm saying, however, is because black women are more loyal and more likely to only date black men, when they venture outside of that kind of bubble, those non-black men who happen to end up with black women, their little social status kind of raises just a lot. Because the truth is, if you can get a black woman away from that bubble, then there must be something, well, a little extra special. There's a little flavor, there's a little something, and it makes other women look at those men and say, how'd he pull that off? How'd he manage to get that girl? And don't let her be, well, you know, drop dead, because there's very rarely do you see black women out there who are not just beautiful. You don't even get to question that. Most black women are gorgeous, right? Like, it's just you don't have to put matrix. I'm just saying, there are lots of beautiful black women out there, and when you see a black woman out there in the world and you're wondering why she might still be single and why she's still on the market because she hasn't found anyone, a lot of times it's because they are looking for something very specific that's harder to find. But those women who have ventured out and opened themselves up to the entire world for dating and love and yada yada yada, often find themselves with men who are more likely to cherish them and more likely to appreciate them. In fact, there's a statistic that says that white men who marry black women actually have the most longevity in their marriages, more so than when black men are with white women or black men are with black women even. I think it was the second was when black men and black women are together. They have like the second longest marriages, but the most likely to divorce is a black man with a white woman. We're not gonna talk about that either. But the truth of the matter is, it's not easy to get a black chick if you are not a black man. It's really not. You do have to come with something. And a lot of times people want to talk about white men fetishizing black women and black women wanting to get closer to the power of white men. But the truth is, some of these men, not just white men, but non-black men, some of these men see much more value in black women. And let me tell you why. First of all, black women are becoming the most educated, the most generally professional, sellable women, mentally sellable, don't go there with me either, in the world. You know, like, they are the most educated. I know so many women with 2-3 doctorate degrees, master's degrees. They have, their earning power is becoming more substantial than probably anyone else. Wouldn't you want a piece of that? You would, wouldn't you? So when you join forces with a black woman, your status is going to start to elevate anyway. A lot of people know this, but some people are not, well, ready to admit it. So now, the social status is important, right? Because what ends up happening is what you see when you see a or think, even if you don't say it out loud, a lot of people, when they see a non-black man with a black woman, they wonder, he must have money. He must have something. He's got something about him that pulled that girl away from that bubble. How do you get her out of that bubble? So it's really curious, and I'm really starting to see how it raises the social status, because you start to notice little things, like when you're out with your guy, more women are watching you, more women are watching your man, more people are paying attention, and the curiosity is there. They want to know how you met, what happens, and da 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 da. Like, especially if you're in another country. Now, I'm always getting asked that question, like, how did we meet? What happened? Da da da. They always ask me about his career and what, you know, like, what do I do, and all of those things. And it's really interesting because they don't really care. They don't care. They just want to be like, okay, so what kind of extra sauce does this man have to get this girl, right? Because in general, despite popular belief, black women are cherished. They are seen as beautiful, and a lot of people in the world find them desirable. I know, it's true. And a lot of people don't recognize or want to recognize that is truth. And so what they do is they try and say to you as a black woman, oh, you know, your partner, if he's not black, he's fetishizing you. He's making you all of these things associated with, you know, slave times and blah, blah, blah. And that's neither here nor there, because obviously most of the women I know are not making sandwiches and having to refer to their men as king to get anything done around the house, right? So that whole lifestyle thing that is being pushed on a lot of women doesn't exist in most instances for the women that I know, at least, who are dating outside of that bubble that so many of us black women have put ourselves in. So I thought it was interesting, because what we're doing now, and social, and you might not notice, you might not think it's important, but it is. Social status is important in our world, isn't it? People want to be seen a certain way, and I'm not saying that is the only thing that's going on, but I'm saying it's happening. That black women are raising the social status of non-black men when they are with them, just because the rest of the world looks at them as a little bit more desirable, because they were able to get something that's so hard to get. Believe it or not, it's true. And they don't want you to believe that. That's what really interesting. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go in here and ask for, I don't know, a present or something. He told me my bum looked big in my dress. I don't even, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? It's the shape. It's a bell. It's shaped like a bell at the bottom. I can't back all the way up to show you because there's a mess back there that I'm hiding. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Tell me what you think. I think it's true. I think that black women are raising the status for non-black men, social status for non-black men when you find them with them. And I'm starting to just notice it. Like, it's true because you stand out with something so gorgeous next to you and something that's just so bright and beautiful. Black women, what are we doing? All right, tell me what you think. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me how you feel. Leave me some comments. Like, did you subscribe to my channel? Did I ask you to subscribe to my channel? I think I missed that. Go ahead, subscribe to my channel, and I post all kinds of stuff on here about my life, about what's going on. I'm doing a series on how I am managing a business from abroad. Do you find me on Instagram, The G Life? Find me on Instagram. All right, so that's it. I think I'm gonna post some pictures on Instagram in this dress because he said my butt looked big. Y'all gonna have to come back and tell me. All right, that's it. Ciao, ciao for now.